Let's talk about one of the most underrated parts of any company, onboarding. For too long, we've seen it as just a checklist, right? Paperwork, IT setup, done. But we're going to flip that script and show you how to turn it into an incredible tool for building a culture where people feel like they belong from day one.
All right, so where do we even begin? Well, let's kick things off with a problem that's, honestly, it's pretty painful and super expensive for companies. New hires walking out the door way too soon. It happens all the time, and the why is usually hidden in those first few critical weeks.
So let me ask you something. Take a guess. How long does it really take for someone new to decide, yeah, I'm going to stick around here? Is it 6 months? A year? The answer is probably a lot sooner than you think, and it really hammers home why getting this right isn't just a nice to have, it's absolutely mission critical. Okay, get ready for this, because this is a real eye-opener. A whopping 70% of new employees make up their mind about staying long-term within their very first month. And look at this, nearly a third of them decide in the first week. That window you have to make a fantastic, lasting impression, it closes fast. So, that's the problem. What's the solution? Well, let's get into it. And look, we're not just talking about a better welcome basket or a cooler office tour here. No, this is about a massive, fundamental shift in how we think about onboarding itself, from just an administrative chore to a true cultural deep dive. And this is the core idea right here, mission-aligned onboarding. It's the difference between just teaching someone what their job is and truly showing them why their job matters. It's about connecting their daily tasks to the company's biggest goals and making them feel like they're a crucial part of something bigger.
Okay, so what happens when you actually do this? Well, the results are pretty mind-blowing. First off, retention. Companies with a strong, purposeful onboarding process see new hire retention improve by an incredible 82%. Just think about that. People stay because they feel connected. It's that simple.
And it's not just about keeping people around. They also get up to speed way faster. I mean, it makes sense, right? When you understand the why behind what you're doing, you make smarter decisions. And that leads to a productivity boost of over 70%. That is a total game changer.
And then, of course, there's the money. Let's talk about the bottom line. The price tag for getting this wrong is steep. Losing just one new hire can cost a company tens of thousands of dollars in recruiting and training costs. So yeah, investing in great onboarding isn't just a people thing. It's a straight-up smart financial move.
So this all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually do it? How do you build an experience that really connects people to your mission? Well, we've got you covered. We've broken it down into a simple 4-step playbook that any team can put into action.
It's all here. First, you set the tone early. Then, you design the journey. After that, you connect their work to the mission, and finally, you reinforce everything with your people. Let's walk through each one. First up, set the tone early. And this is key. The experience doesn't start on day one. It starts the second they accept that job offer. Think about it. Sending a welcome package, sharing a story that really shows what your company is all about, or even just a quick personal note from their new boss. These things go a long way in making someone feel like part of the team before they even show up.
Step 2. Design the journey. We have to get out of this mindset that onboarding is just a one-day or one-week thing. No way. Think of it as a journey, maybe a 30, 60, or even 90-day plan. This gives people time to actually absorb the culture and the mission, instead of just getting a fire hose of information from a boring old handbook.
All right, step 3 is where it all clicks. Connect work to mission. This might be the most important part of the whole playbook. You have to literally connect the dots for them. Show them exactly how that report they're writing or that project they're on actually pushes the big company mission forward. This turns a job into a purpose.
And last but not least, step 4, reinforce with people. Because let's be real, culture isn't in a PDF, it's in the people around you. So use your team. Pair new hires with a buddy who just gets your culture. Celebrate those small early wins that show they're living the values. It creates this amazing loop where they see the culture in action and get rewarded for being a part of it.
So, to see just how powerful this can be, let's look at a couple of companies that are absolutely legendary for their cultures. I'm talking, of course, about Zappos and Disney.
First up, Zappos. They do something that sounds totally insane. After a few weeks of training, they literally offer new hires $2,000 to quit. I know, it sounds nuts, right? But it's actually genius. It's a filter. It makes sure that the only people who stay are the ones who really believe in the mission, not just the ones there for a paycheck.
Okay, now for Disney.
Every single employee, and they call them cast members, starts with a program called Traditions. And this isn't about how to do your specific job. Nope. It's a deep dive into the company's history, its values, and what really creates that Disney magic.
At the very heart of that training are these 4 keys: safety, courtesy, show, and efficiency. And they are always taught in that exact order of priority. It's a super simple but powerful framework that guides every single decision a cast member makes, ensuring that magical experience is consistent no matter what.
So, let's bring this all home. When you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway here? Well, at the end of the day, it really comes down to a choice between 2 very different ways of thinking.
And this quote just says it all perfectly. You're not just welcoming people to a job, you're inviting them to join a cause. That is the mindset shift right there. You're not just plugging a hole in an org chart, you're recruiting someone to your mission, to your vision.
Which leaves us with one final question for you to really think about for your own organization. Is your onboarding just a process, or is it a purpose? Are you just checking boxes and getting through logistics, or are you truly sparking a connection to something bigger? Because honestly, the answer to that question could change everything.